40, and of those, most in the years 1938 and 1939. The years have gone with the wind in The Wizard of Oz. And I want to read you a few, because you just don't find literature like this every day. Dear Margie, when you see a monkey in a tree, pull its tail and think of me. Your classmate, Eunice Burke. Dear Margie, when you get married and your husband gets cross, pick up the rolling pin and show him who's boss. Your Aunt Mabel Sappho. Dear Marjorie, when you get married and have a honey, if it isn't Edgar, it won't be funny. Who the heck was Edgar? Your classmate Norman. She grew up surrounded by, cleaning up after, and helping to butcher pigs and cows and chickens, and that had a lifelong influence on her. At dinner, she'd say, "I'll have the fish." Except
that was Mom.
when she really wanted a piece of steak. Her family farm was not too far from the place on the map where the road stopped and where adulthood started early. She got married at 8 o'clock in the morning, then went home to help make breakfast, lunch, and dinner for all of the guests, because everybody stayed all day. That's just the way they did it back then. And then after dinner, everybody went to work, back to church for a wedding mass. For her first child, Bill, she had gone to a movie to see The Song of Bernadette, and she said she remembered two things most about Billy's birth. One, she never got to see the end of the movie. Broke in the theater, doctor happened to be there. Hey, get the everybody's going to the hospital. But it was World War II, and all the nurses were gone. They were with the troops in Europe and in the Pacific. And so the hospital was staffed only by nuns. And I want you to picture this. The lady is having a baby. The nuns are holding her down on the bed, and they slap her hard on the butt and say, "Let it go, let it go." Can you imagine? Oh. And then you took the baby home and it just became part of the farm chores. You put the baby in a bucket, you carry it to the barn, you hang it from a nail, you milk the cow, you take the baby and the milk, and then you go back. She liked to tell a story about chasing Billy with a broom. I heard it from her, I heard it from Bill. She was so angry she broke the broom, chased Billy under the table, up the stairs, through the second floor bedroom. He ran right through the screen on the window, out onto the top of the porch, and then jumped off. Even then, he had speed. Marge had time. She got it in the end. Ken darn near drowning in a couch hole, and then making Kenny wear one of Doris's dresses while his clothes were on. And everybody laughed, except Ken. Kathleen painting her face ear to ear with Mercurochrome. And in the years since, I've seen Kathleen let her children and her own grandchildren paint her face. It's a habit. Back on the farm, imagine 5 kids and an infinite amount of dirt and manure, and no dryer. That's a lot of laundry to be doing on clotheslines, especially in the winter. And it must have been very frustrating trying to keep a clean house when you've got all of those kids and a stray kid or two thrown in for good measure. And your kids do stuff like drag in garden hoses from outside to have water fights in the kitchen. And she'd yell, "You kids, when you grow up, I'm going to come to your house and I'm going to jump on your furniture and I'm going to stuff your wall."
That's where I got it from. Yeah.
So with all of that, Marge could look back in her life and say, I had a lot of fun. And it wasn't always easy. She was a child of the Great Depression, when jobs were scarce and food was scarce. Her dad finally got to work for the government program, the Works Progress Administration, where the pay was very low, but she got food rations: flour, butter, dried fruit, syrup. And 20 years later, a long drought hit Nebraska, and after 2 years with no crops, the farm failed, and the family tree had to be uprooted and transplanted back to Illinois. She'd married young the first time, and it wasn't happily ever after. But given time, things worked out for the best. The family healed and Don and Marge became friends. And then the second time, she married Young again, early. And they were a great couple. He could see straight ahead, she had peripheral vision. She liked to ride. Life was good, they had lots of fun, and they shared. Oh, how they shared. Christmas parties at the Hitchin Post, spoons, dollar showdown, all nights for your neighbor, G-rated, up and down the river, Magic Dave. Who remembers? Magic
Oh, yeah.
Wisconsin Dells. That was a great era watching the cousins grow up together. Marge and Earl introduced us to Anna Maria Island and helped make it a family vacation destination. Even there, Earl preferred old cars, but Marge got a hot red Anna Maria convertible. And Katie recalls the time when at a stoplight on the island, a couple of young guys yelled, "Hey, Grandma, nice car." And Grandma smiled. Katie says the memory always makes her smile. And that's good, that's what memories should do. Memories are precious, they're a way to hold on to the things that we love, to live on in the hearts that we leave behind. So Marge lives on in several new generations, in Alyssa Mae Johnson, and in Claire Marjorie Doper. And in memory of Marge, I want to do this semi-Catholic thing.
Nice job.